up off a hinge.
Another day in the laboratory, man. I don't know what to tell you. The P2, I haven't taken this around here, but it's got good films. Oh, what have we got? A speeding. Oh, I feel like that guy, I don't think he, obviously, I don't know what the pit limiter looks like. I actually don't like when they put it on for you, though. guys, he's never gonna lift a little early. Oh, you should just find the safest way. Wow. set up really good. It's like really stable. Why they do this? Expecting me to be coming up faster. Yeah, I think that's the only explanation.
pride gets high in the vocal range. Inside the rise vocal chain. My road to fame is right with spikes and broken lanes and tolls I can't afford, but I won't complain. I know the more I gotta struggle, the more I gain. Post-traumatic stress on an immature
I don't know, dude. It's like the P2. It's like you have grip until you don't. And it's so disappointing because I don't know. Feels like the setup should be doing more. It's not. Somebody figured it out. Right?
Go a song to get some shit off of my sternum. This nigga back home been talking slick and I done heard him. You get your name gone, niggas like that gon' throw they dirt on. You make you some cons, niggas gon' act like you ain't earn them. He talk like he lied, but I remember him from high school. Man, deep down inside, know he a bitch, I wanna hurt him. I know that's my pride, I carry it just like a burden. When egos is flared, beware, that's when they close the curtain. 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 Pull out my pistol, run me my fade, come get your issue.
Set it off, back on that bullshit, set it off. Working on full club, set it off. The me back on board, just pull it out. 10 hoes on the oil, just let them out. More weight in the gym, we working out. I'm pulling up trim, stepping out. You get money like who, boy, cut it out. You get money like who, boy, cut it out. Know that bitch, oh, let me walk, bitch. Shut the fuck up, let me talk, bitch. Sick out it, jumping like mouse, bitch. Yeah, I'm rich, wait, I'm rich as a bitch, fuck the cost, bitch. You must have forgot on the boss, bitch. One call, that's all, hit the off switch. These niggas turning a hoe for hoes. I push a button, the doors are closed. But my new bitch a new roll, she rolled it. No 9 to 5, she pulled her pole. The hoes overseas, I cover the globe. For wiping that bitch, I'ma blow your nose. Fine shit, how about the rolls with bros? Set it off, back on that bullshit, set it off. Working on full club, set it off. The me back on Ford, just pull it out. 10 hoes on the oil, just let them out. More weight in the gym, we working out. I'm pulling up trim, stepping out. You get money like who, boy, cut it out. You get money like who, boy, cut it out. Back on that bullshit, set it off. Working on full club, set it off. The me back on Ford, just pull it out. 10 hoes on the oil, just let them out. More weight in the gym, we working out. I'm pulling up trim, stepping out. You get money like who, boy, cut it out. You get money like who, boy, cut it out. Straight out of no, straight out of no. I'm having a sauce, I'm having a sauce. Devoting the law, devout. Pop out in New York. Got chrome on the crosses, ain't taking no loss. They lied, I'm really the boss. They lied. 2 times I fill up my off. 3 times I hit the exhaust. Put the bitch out on the curb. 200 lost in the black go yard. They pay me to chop up the word. I hit your crush and curved up. I put the crush ice in the peach crush with the serve. Ay, these niggas be hold, they nervous. Ay, she pop the perk is working. Ay, new bitch ain't just bad, she perfect. Run up the racks and turn on my circle. Check. 10 million in blues, check. 5 rats on the shoes, check. Hit the mic with your boo. Fashion week killer, end up on the news, check. I get dressed on the moon, check. I'm a thought, okay, cool, check. Flew your bitch to Tulum. I flood her out in the pool, smooth, check. 10 million in blues, check. 5 rats on the shoes, check. Hit the mic with your boo. Fashion week killer, end up on the news, check. I get dressed on the moon, check. I'm a thought, okay, cool, check. Flew your bitch to Tulum. I flood her out in the pool, smooth. Nigga hating on me, I'ma fuck his bitch. Ain't coming with a diss, but he ain't on shit. Cut his lights off when I hit this switch. What the price cost, I'm about to hit this lick. What the hype about, niggas fall off quick. Off the top rope like raw like Vince. Talking dog shit when your dog got spent. Eliante, you can see it through the tent. I started this shit. Watching my grown niggas bought all my fit. Hold up my ridges, she fuck on my wrist. Sick of this hoe, it's like yuck with that bitch. Ballin' like I signed with Clutch with D-Rich. Kobe, I'm coming in clutch with D hits. Residence, I'm going pent in the wrist. M on the car, it ain't making no sense. pop out. Bad bitch coming through, see through top out. Fuck school and your rules, niggas dropped out. Playing tic-tac-toe, it's a op-out. And my shooter like a janitor to mop out. We been sleeping on the floor in the trap house. Now we're traveling the globe, I'm a cash cow. She amused, walking around with her ass out. I ain't trying to talk, nigga, put the cash out. Check. 10 million in blues, check. 5 rats on her shoes, check. Hit the mic with your boo. Fashion week killer, end up on the news, check. I get dressed on the moon, check. I'm a thought, okay, cool, check. Flew your bitch to Tulum. I flood her out in the pool, smooth, check. 10 million in blues, check. 5 rats on her shoes, check. Hit the mic with your boo. Fashion week killer, end up on the news, check. I get dressed on the moon, check. I'm a thought, okay, cool, check. Flew your bitch to Tulum. I flood her out in the pool, smooth. I got money, I was in the track kicking doors, and I'm just being honest. If you want smoke, then we cook niggas up like an omelet, I'm just being honest. Throw me a 60 if I go to Magic or Honest, I'm just being honest. I keep a stick or a blicky in case it gets sticky, I'm just being honest. She know that I'm with it, I'm having this chick and this trick, and I'm just being honest. Who really getting it, be honest? Hey, posture be giving, be honest. She real like a pint, I got rats in the bank, and these bitches be hooked like finance. I up in my rank, cause I got niggas spank, niggas shh, duff this on them. I think these niggas forgot where I came from, cause I got matching with lakefronts. I pull up Porsche, I think I'm James Bond. Bitch, I got torches, this shit look like crayon. Turn into smokers, no bygone, no bygone. Niggas be biting, they biting like Tyson. Niggas got sticks, got glocks, we ain't fighting. Start up a war, then start up a riot. Shoot at the club and then shoot at your partner, then shoot at your block and then shoot at your house. Feeling like Bobby, this my put right good if I catch your out, cut his tongue out his mouth. I go to Saudi, they send the jet and 2 million to hear the words come out my mouth. Go on my thing, bitch, I'm from the south. Fuck around and die, trying to get you some clout. Let the body hit the floor. 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 I put $1 million in 2 pockets. I pay all the lawyers free, I'm out the docket. Sleeping and dreaming, talking to the rocket. He told me go up, I told him that I got him. Go St. Laurent, better misses what I'm rocking. Yellow the stone, the booger looking snotty. Walking in bitch, I'm standing tall, I got it.
I got it, I pick up a stick, aim at the heart. Pick up a blitz, pick them apart. I feel like a pit, but all bite. No bark, quit the remarks. Little bitty bullet, they glow in the dark. Unlimited pool when attacking the target. I'm tagging the toe, I done tatted somebody. I'm breathing fire, burning, dragging somebody. If he ain't the homie, they promise a homie. Just hand me the hammer and get right beside me. I hop in the ride inside us a Hemi. The coppers behind me, the timing is shitty. Fuck. Why niggas shooting at Ricky? No running back and forth. He clapping the 50. He cracking the 40. I'm back in the city. I'm headed to war. Only warriors with me. Lord forgive me through whatever endeavors. It's JID, baby. I'm just a few letters. Take a look. I'm about to break a record. Put me in the books. I'm bound to beat the level. All about the effort. I'm putting in leg work. Early in the morning, count money till my head hurt. Niggas being funny. We could put them in a red shirt. 5 in your chest like an Ant-Man Edwards. Live in the wreck. Live in the flesh. I manifest. $0 I could collect. I could look in the face of a threat, but never sweat. You sweet. Get out of the streets when niggas doing a sweep. Swap rides and bringing the switch. So Swiss seats. Mob Tazi coming with Keezy. Swiss beats. Cops firing and niggas is ratting and eating cheese. Another day on the east. Make them fall to their knees.
Let the body hit the floor. Let the body hit the floor. Let the body hit the floor. Let the body hit the floor.
You've got some vacation time. You and your girlfriend, too bad mind.
Gate brain staying in the matrix where they trying to get my
Yeah, my fault, Gingo. My boys broke down. God, he said, yo, I need to jump the whip. What's the how-to? I said, big bro, I got you. Song's crazy. Hey, talk to me, Cam. Talk to me in between. Come on. And then I'm really gonna get active in this this IMSA. Like I got some IR to throw around. I'm trying to see what's good with it.
Some very serious things about the FIA and FOM are invested in a Lewis Hamilton 8th, that the story would be too big to ignore. Therefore, we've got to ask ourselves about where the delineating line between sports and sports entertainment. Is this 2021 a reverse of it, when some say that the FIA and the FOM were invested in Max Verstappen's story because they needed change? Then are we now in Sir Lewis Hamilton territory? We will talk about it, chat. They talked too about the ADO and Ferrari all of a sudden coming to power. What? Let's double click on this in the first instance. A couple of race weekends ago, Ferrari were nowhere, chat, nowhere. Of course, everybody said that they had the best chassis, that when it got to low minimum speed turns and curbs a la Monaco, they were always going to go well. But get to Barcelona, a true test for an F1 car, and Scuderia Ferrari were always going to be nowhere. Their car wasn't quick enough. Barcelona, okay, so it's not as power hungry as a Silverstone or a Spa-Francorchamps, but it is still power hungry-ish enough to where Mercedes was set to dominate again. But then all of a sudden you mean to tell me that Scuderia Ferrari have gotten so good, and this against the backdrop of Mercedes Toto Wolff saying, well, the only team that genuinely really deserve themselves some ADUO, additional development and upgrade opportunities, is a team called Aston Martin. 4.5 seconds. I thought Toto was smoking something. I was convinced he was just talking rubbish out of his ASS. This time, though, I think he might have been saying something true. I think, chat, here's my supposition, and we'll leverage some Mark Hughes again, infinitely Gautier, as far as all things F1 than me or you. I think Ferrari have pulled the wool over everybody's eyes, even Mercedes and even the FIA. We knew already that ADO was going to be fundamental to deciding which way the drivers and constructors championships were going to go in 2026, but I didn't think that it was going to be Ferrari that were going to game the system to the extent that they have done. Nowhere is where they were. They couldn't keep with Mercedes when they turned everything up to 12, whether it was compression ratios, efficiency as far as their ice and or battery. Mercedes are gone. And now you mean to tell me at Barcelona that Lewis Hamilton is 20 seconds down the track, normalised for fresher tyres to the tune of a couple of that? I'm not buying it, chat. Something's a bit weird here, isn't it? Especially when you realise timing of it, correlation, causation, fallacy. I understand. Maybe I am pointing at things that don't belong together as far as causation. But oh, the humanity, Tyson. You mean to tell me that Scuderia Ferrari potentially have the best car all of a sudden? Remember as well, the timing of this is important. Tom Biasis said, FIA technical director, that a couple weekends after Canada, we will get ADUO announced. And they announced, guess who have the best ICE on the grid? Mercedes, of course, had to be. Of course, it was going to be Mercedes. Wrong. They announced that Red Bull powertrains, Ford powertrains, that they have the best ICE. Behave yourself. You can't write it. It's rubbish. This doesn't stand up to the test of time or scrutiny even. Red Bull Ford powertrains do not have the best ICE. They simply don't. And then even why are we talking about the ICE and compartmentalizing for that? So you've got to judge the PUN tyre, 50% of which is ICE, 50% of which is electric. That Ferrari all of a sudden have grown a pair and developed themselves a championship winning car potentially that can nail Mercedes, not at Monaco, but at Barcelona. What are we doing here, chat? I think something's going on here. And of course, this is F1. I get it. If there is a millisecond of lap time on the table, you bet your bottom dollar that a Frederick Vasseur and a Toto Wolff and now Splinter, aka Lauren Mekies, are going to do everything that they can do to access that advantage. I understand it. If that means gaming the FIA with their noddy ADUO and the way they're implementing for it, then of course they're going to do it. But this, chat, is techie. It is techie. Why? Well, because the timing of the ADUO. Tom Biasi said they were going to announce it, and then all of a sudden you mean to tell me that's when Scuderia Ferrari have the fastest car on the grid, huh? No. This is chaos. It is too convenient, surely, that Ferrari now have the quickest car. The weekend, the very race weekend after ADUO is announced. No. And then Lewis Hamilton hot-foots it down the road to the tune of 20 seconds over 20 laps as near as makes no difference. At Barcelona, chat, what are we doing here? This is nonsense. Me and you both, Sir John, it's hot as balls over here. And that's important for a couple different reasons. Sir John, let me lay out this in the first instance. Ferrari now all of a sudden have the whip and the quickest car, the best chassis, and are about to bring a brand new PU. Again, they're going to bring two big upgrades. One I want to say is at Austria. The next one will come in a couple races time. What? Therefore, Scuderia Ferrari, 4% or more, bring themselves 2 PU updates this year and another 2 PU updates next year. No wonder Charles Leclerc signed the bloody contract. I was sat there looking at Charles, thinking he's got to know. So there's got to be something that Charles Leclerc knows why he would sign with the red team, with the yellow badge and the black prancing Corsa top. Now going into the Monaco Grand Prix, and of course 2 PU points. I listen, chat. This is chaos. This is unbelievable. Romeo says as believable as Aston Martin. Aston Martin look like battle machine. Aston Martin not even anywhere near. Yeah, me and you both on the sunstroke, Sir John. Got here at last. Let's go, Ralph. Go on then. Red Bull are usually the best. Oh my gosh, Sir John, nowhere near. Go on, let me explain to you why I'm so incredulous around Scuderia Ferrari. It is the timing of it. You mean to tell me all of a sudden they just become the best team? You saw they bought themselves 7 upgrades in Miami. Some will say that they worked brilliantly, but they were still nowhere near Mercedes. If they worked, then why weren't Scuderia Ferrari winning races then to the tune of 20 seconds as near as makes no difference? Oh no, the 8 upgrades at the Barcelona Grand Prix, they worked, and all of a sudden it looks like Ferrari of 2004, now willing to take a risk, roll the dice. They resemble Red Bull, built in the helm of Christian Horner, a proper racing team prepared to make decisions. Carlos Santi, Lewis Hamilton's race engineer, is the Italian Peter Bonington. What is going on here, chat? This is nonsense. And again, I question the timing of it. No one is going to tell me that Ferrari weren't quicker than they were showing before Barcelona. They were doing genius things here. I want to say that they were keeping their cards very close to the chest. Their durable competitive advantage powder dry, and as well they might, but I think we misunderstand the extent to which they were doing it. Where have I got this idea from? Well, Mark Hughes and Damon Hill were having a chat on the Undercut podcast, and hearing them talk about the coincidence that all of a sudden Scuderia Ferrari 8 brand new upgrades, legendary aerodynamic efficiency, the best chassis through the low and medium